idea of this class was just kind of me talking about how I really like for the connection stance to be elastic in its base, so we have that gradual increase and decrease kind of based on that change in space, and how that elastic connection really gives you a lot of information, followers, and you want to use that information to kind of understand, like, how much room do I have, how much time do I have to do my motion, take my step, before I get sent the other direction. So we started out with just a drill, kind of working on the connection of the anchor and compression of the sugar push. Feet together, we're just doing a lean back and forth, and just the idea of the lean was to just teach you that feeling of, like, the farther we go, as I let this out and move my body, the connection gradually increases and decreases and changes from one to the next. Then we had one person switch to not doing the lean, so I'll do that first. Right? But notice I'm no longer leaning, but I still need to provide that same connection. We switched that, had her try it. Right? So she's no longer leaning, but she still needs to match my connection. And then neither of us are leaning, but we're still getting that same feeling in that increase and decrease. Quick caveat about that was understanding that a lean is not part of our basic movement in this dance. We use it sometimes for a variation of the styling, but it is not part of the basic movement. The only reason we were doing it is because the lean forces you to understand the feeling of elasticity. Whereas if I started you here, inevitably what happens is some people do this motion back and forth, but there is no increase and decrease in the connection. And the lean forces you to get that element that I can't necessarily feel dancing with everybody in class. So then we went into this, we went to one hand and talked about doing the stretch back through the foot there, and we replaced our anchor with that. Stretch, and then some of us did the triple and some of us didn't, and we kind of went back and forth, and the idea was that that feeling is what it should feel like, even when I'm doing the triple step right there. We're getting that gradual increase and stretch back through there. Okay? Then we talked about just kind of the baseline and how much stretch there is. We kind of vary from partnership to partnership. So we used the starter step, and I said how kind of what you naturally end up with here, that's about what you're going to look for in this partnership at the end of your anchor there, or any of your basic changes of direction. So compression right there on a sugar push, free end of a whip. But those should all be about the same amount of pressure. It shouldn't be wildly fluctuating. And then that information tells her things about, like, how much room does she have for the size of that step on a sugar push versus when I do it like that, right? Or if I do my whip here, and her free hand is pretty tight, versus if I do my whip like this, and her free hand has to have a lot of room, because she can feel, hey, I'm looking for that baseline amount of connection, and it's farther away, or it's closer. We then applied that in the shadow position, so we went back and forth here. We then changed that up, so maybe we're keeping it tighter, making it bigger and slower, had her start moving the feet and doing that styling, we kind of tilt it over the top, right? If she goes a little bit too far, I'm going to be like, oh, okay, and I'll give her that room. If she keeps it too small, I'm not going to be like, no, you're supposed to be over there. I'll adjust that to her. And she's adjusting the size and speed of that based on what she feels with the connection here. And I am also adjusting based on, if I feel like she doesn't do exactly what I wanted, I'll beat it a little bit later or a little bit earlier than I would have intended otherwise. And then some variations that we played with. We did this one, keep it tight here, turn first. So we had one, I step forward, 3, that turns her around really quick, back it up, give her a lot of room, 4, back it up, but maybe not as far. That gives her a little bit of room, right? And we did this one, back it up, give her a lot of room, nice and slow, quick, instead putting both of those to use. I think that was everything. Does it feel like you got everything? Alright, so we started a little bit late because of the traffic, so we're supposed to have 15-minute breaks, so we'll do like a 5 to 10 minute break, and then we'll start the next class. We can sort of slowly